Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and today we are finally doing my master bedroom makeover. I am so excited. I am back in my Bob Ross shirt. He is clean, but obviously this is my paint shirt, so he still has paint on him, but he has been washed since a couple days ago when we did a Get It All Done With Me minor home update edition. It is pretty early, so I haven't even made my bed. I think I'm going to throw all of this into the wash, so once I put it back on, it will be after the paint is all good and hopefully everything else is done, so it will just kind of put the room together. It will be clean bedding. It'll be kind of a final touch on the space. I'm so excited for this. I've told you guys before, we have never put any sort of design or really thought into our master bedroom. You spend so much time there, even if you're asleep most of the time. So I just wanted it to feel more special and more serene and more intentional for us. So I really wanted to surprise my husband with that. You guys saw last week I painted the ceilings and I already switched out our fan. I've never switched out a fan before and I was really proud of myself. I love it. It looks so much better than the old one did. I'm not sure how much you can tell on camera, but the walls are kind of a blue, which they're not a bad color, but they're not the color we want in our bedroom. We want it to be a lot more of a warm color, a lot more of a bright color. So yeah, that's just not the direction we're going to go. So we're going to do some painting. I'm going to put up a new curtain rod and curtains and some new blinds. So it should look like a completely new space. I'm so excited. My husband is still out of town, so this is a surprise for him. But we've been talking about what we want to do in the space, so I kind of know what he would be looking for and what would be special for him. So I'm hoping I can really surprise him, and I hope you're really happy with it. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it's motivating and inspiring if there's an area that needs a refresh in your space. I would love for you to either join me or just pull some inspiration from this. So thank you so much for being here. If you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Let's get going.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. lights go infrared. Oh, we can spend all day in bed.
Party foul, y'all. This is what happens when you dump straight from the 5-gallon into the paint can or the paint tray instead of using the little hole thingy they give you. Oops. All right, guys, just a quick update. It is a lot later in the day than I was hoping. So I think I'm going to be working past the sun going down tonight, which is fine, but we won't have everything complete and a reveal and everything today. So far, I'm so happy. I had to take a break. I had to help my mother-in-law with some stuff, but yes, I have half the room painted with both a first coat and a second coat. I have not been filming all painting because that seems a little monotonous, but we have this wall done and the back wall done. I'm so happy with the color. We wanted something that was still light and fresh, but we wanted it to be different from the living room and the hallway. So when we walked in, it still felt like we're in our space. We're in a good place. So I feel like this color is doing a great job. When we just had the swatches, I really liked the color, but it looked light, and I assumed that when we painted the entire space, it would look a little bit darker, which it does. So but also not dark. So I'm very happy with the color. And yeah, so half the room is done. I have another half to go. Yeah, I'm still hoping to finish the room tonight, but again, with the sundown as I'm anticipating, I don't think we'll be Snickers. It is prime light time, so Snick is going crazy with the lights. Yeah, if you've been with me before, you know that we have a little girl who really likes lights on the walls, and at this time of day, we have a lot of lights and a lot of shadows and just fun spots. So she needs to stay away from my wet wall, Snickers. Come here. Hi. And away from my giant paint spell. So goody. I will have some cleanup to do after this, but that's why I have tarps and it'll be fine. But yeah, I'm so excited. So let's keep going with the painting. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on what we're doing, but I'm so happy with how it's looking so far. So let's keep going.
I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared.
Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. I was kind of hoping that this would be a one-day transformation, but I ended up with a lot of personal delays yesterday, so I do still think I could have gotten this done one day, but that day was not yesterday, so that is completely fine. I still have time, so I'm excited to get my room back. I slept in our guest room last night because my room was a hot mess. That's fine, that's part of it. All of the paint is done. The walls have had a second coat. All of the baseboards and trim have been painted. I wasn't planning on doing that, but they just looked so bad, especially compared to the new clean walls and the clean, crisp white ceiling. So I did that really quick late last night. I did not bother to video it because it was so late. I just felt like I wanted to get it done. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be sleeping in my room tonight anyway. Let me just get it done so it can have the night to dry and air out and all of that. So I am ready to put my room back together. I'm going to start with replacing the outlets first. Any area of the house we have kind of redone so far, which really is only the living room and the hallway. Part of the updating process is we have swapped all of the outlets, and I haven't actually done our switch covers, but I'm going to do that in here with some screwless wall plates, so they look a lot nicer. They look just a lot more clean and sharp. So I'm going to start by doing that. And I'm going to take a deep breath and we're going to do some major cleanup. You guys saw the mess I made over there, so that's exciting. Yeah, so let's get going, and I'm excited to see this room really just come together.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like.
I like to make sure anything I'm removing from a space gets reused or sent to the best home possible. All current outlets, in addition to the covers and screws I removed earlier, are going into a bag to be donated to the Habitat for Humanity restore. The blinds I removed will be installed in the office downstairs, so we don't need to spend money on more in the future when these work perfectly well.
If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
We had a cable outlet as well as a phone jack in this room. Since we don't use either, I installed blank inserts to attach the wall plates to instead that just cover the cables behind for now. I will link the brand of inserts and screwless plates I use down below. They are so easy to install and make such a huge difference.
About you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping 'cause you fear the night, and days without eating 'cause it ain't enough for two, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
Guys, final touches are done pretty much. There's a few things I think are missing that I would like in here. I'll go over everything tomorrow. My light is gone. It's dinner time for me, dinner time for the pups, so I am so excited, but you get to wait one more day. Sit tight. I will be back with the reveal in the morning. Good morning, guys. Are you ready to see the finished product? I'm so excited. Here we go. So happy with this. I really hope the camera shows how drastic of a change there is by doing the painting. As you saw in my previous video, I painted the ceiling and replaced the fan, which that in and of itself was a big difference, but now we don't have blue walls anymore. It was a pretty shade of blue, but it just wasn't what we wanted for our master bedroom. So this color looks nice and creamy during the day, and it looks slightly gray, kind of taupey, but very muted at night. So I am so happy with it. I feel like this transformation started from a while back. I replaced our bed linens. I had this transformation in mind when I did the bed linens, and yeah, I've just kind of been collecting items for this transformation for a while, so I'm really proud of some deals I found. The paint was a color that I will link everything down below. I believe it's Olympic Mountain by Sherwin-Williams. I might be wrong about that, but sorry if it's loud or if it's shaky. I have the window open and it's a little bit breezy, but it just feels so good. I had found this color online and absolutely loved it, but the amount of paint I needed, Sherwin-Williams is a more pricier brand. I knew I really liked the color, and so I just kind of kept it in the back of my mind and kept an eye out for either paint sales or where I ended up finding this was the exact color I wanted on Craigslist. I got a 5-gallon container unopened of the exact color I wanted off of Craigslist, in addition to 2 other 5-gallon containers of random paint. I don't even know, I don't even care, and some other smaller gallons. Someone had moved into a house. These paints were just left there for them and they weren't using them, and they sold this entire treasure trove of paint to me for $60. If this 5-gallon was all I got, that's fine, but I got a bunch more that I can use elsewhere. Oh, one of them did end up being a trim and baseboard paint, and I wasn't planning on doing that in here, but after I had painted the ceiling and the walls, the trim just stood out like a sore thumb. I got to use another paint from that Craigslist find to help just clean everything up. So that was a great find. I'm so proud of it. The blinds, I did a lot of looking to find a set of bamboo blinds, this kind of color we like, that wasn't over $100. I think the ones I found ended up being 60 maybe. Everything I found I will link below. The curtains I got from Target. I had a coupon, so those were a little bit cheaper. They're blackout. I knew that the bamboo curtains would not super cover the light very well, which is fine. They were more aesthetic. We really like that look. So I got curtains for the first time. I've never decorated with curtains. They've kind of intimidated me. I just did a lot of Googling, a lot of research on how to style curtains and how to hang them so they make the space look taller and bigger. So I'm so happy with them. The curtain rod was from IKEA, $8. You can't beat that. It matches our bed frame that we already had. It's just a nice matte black. The fan, I'm so happy with this fan. Again, I will link everything down below. I'm not off the top of my head going to remember brands and everything, but we had a very old, very kind of ornate, kind of bulky fan. I found this one on sale at Home Depot and did a pickup order. The other fan, not only was it bulky, it wasn't our style, but it also made a lot of noise and moved a lot, so we were kind of afraid to use it at night, which this room, because of the direction our window faces, it gets really hot at night just from the sun that comes in the afternoon. So a fan is kind of necessary. This one, we don't need to be afraid to turn it on at night and leave it on. I've never seen a fan more still and level. It's wonderful, and it looks so much more sleek and just polished. I love it so much. It comes with a remote, which is very handy. We can adjust it without having to get up there. A few smaller things I didn't do that I feel like would have added to the makeover and just the overall reveal would be some wall art. I'm really indecisive when it comes to wall art. I don't like to make those decisions. They intimidate me. I don't know why. I like the idea of doing a DIY. I just decided that until I am 100% sure what I want to put on these walls, I'm going to leave them blank. I don't want to put something on our walls that I'm not convinced I like, especially since I just patched and repaired these walls. I don't want to put any temporary holes in them, so I'm just going to leave them there, and as soon as I know what I want to put up, then I will do that. If it ends up being a DIY, then I will make a video on it, so make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell so you don't miss that. Some other, I guess, kind of savings. I mentioned that when it comes to the outlets, I swapped the outlets for some screwless plates in addition to the light switch. I already knew that that was an upgrade we wanted to be doing throughout the house. So I had purchased a box of 10 outlets and a bunch of the covers when they were on sale, or I had a coupon, something like that. So we already had all of the outlet items, so that wasn't an additional cost other than the original cost I had spent, which was a lot cheaper than if I had gotten them one at a time or not on sale or clearance. I love the way the new switches work. They're just a lot more clean, just a lot more pleasant to look at. They don't stand out so much. I think that's the big thing, is you don't really notice them, and that's a big deal, if you know what I mean. I'm just so happy with this. I feel really good. It was some minor upgrades for not a lot of money, and I think they made a big difference. Again, I hope you can see, especially with the color and the clean, fresh paint, I really hope you can see just how big of a difference it made. I'm so happy with what I was able to do. I'm so happy with the space. It's just so much nicer than we've ever done for ourselves in the room that we spend the most time. I feel like a small step was taken in just putting some design and thought into our space, and I can't wait to continue doing that in this space. So thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.